Drink anything.
No.
So,
He could have friends over there and fill up with
Ready?
It's 4:30. Time to call the meeting to the order. Board of Commissioners meeting, New Bern Housing Authority. Call the meeting order. Can we have roll call, please?
Commissioner Bingle.
Here.
Commissioner Blackman.
She is going to be out today.
Okay. Commissioner Huff.
He is.
Yes, I see him. He's trying to connect to audio.
Yeah.
Commissioner Outlaw.
Here.
Commissioner Powell. Commissioner Reddick.
Here.
Commissioner Scott.
Here.
We have a quorum.
These powers.
Trying to get one too.
Commissioner Huff, you there?
Yes, I was just going to say I'm also here.
Thank you. We have a quorum.
Miss Askew, are there any public comments?
No, sir.
Staff comments? At this time, no staff comments, so I'm quite sure we'll get some along the way. Review the minutes, you had them, but still look over and see what it is that you want to make. You find an error in adjustments.
I have, excuse me.
Go ahead.
When I sent the minutes, I had run a comparison of the January minutes to see what had been changed, but my computer stripped out the comparison. So I have copies for you all that shows the comparison. It's only the change. There was a typo in the paragraph where it had Alderman Pearl present, but we added also was present. If you look at the staff and commissioner comment period,
That's the only.
the second paragraph is the only place that there was a change. And if you want to see what was there, the old versus the new, just pass these around.
Oh, are we going over the agenda right now?
Well, the minutes. We're on the minutes.
Over the minutes.
Well, I think
I've got it already.
like the January 20th minutes twice in that.
That was my mistake.
Okay.
Here, somebody wasn't on here.
The comparison part of it didn't appear. And so she thought, I told her it was the compare. She put it in there, but it didn't actually compare. So that's why the January 17th minutes that are in there are correct. They are the clean version now.
I just
for you all to
saw two of them. I didn't know if there was a difference.
Those are exactly alike because my computer thinks it's smarter.
Is there any reason why when we are approving minutes, I think we have two sets of minutes to approve today, is that correct?
Yes.
The minutes we didn't approve and then the minutes from the last meeting. Why are they not all just in one section? I think that it's January 20th or later in the agenda.
Because what we did at Jamie's request was we prepared the February 20th minutes. And then based on the revisions that were discussed, we attached the revised January 17th minutes as an exhibit to the February 20th minutes.
Okay, that's what you did. Okay.
So what we will approve, that's why it's behind it. So it says February and then it has January, but then it has January again because.
Okay, I just thought I saw it later in the report.
No, it seems to be right in a row, but okay. So the idea is to approve the February minutes, which have incorporated the revised January minutes. So we only need to approve one thing, but
you don't have to include.
No, we don't have to do them separately, but we'll do the February minutes, which incorporate the revised January minutes.
Okay. I have one correction comment, however you want to look at it. Under roll call was as followed. I would think, or I would appreciate if we would list when somebody's on Zoom rather than present in the room. I know they're present via Zoom. So Sue Lynn on February 20th was present via Zoom. She was not in the room. She was present via Zoom. So I would ask for that to be amended.
Okay, I'll do that.
Other than that, I'm happy to make a motion to approve the minutes with the corrections.
Second motion.
Did you second it? All in favor of the minutes being approved with the correction? Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Nay. Like sign, we're good? Okay. Do that correction. Okay. Finance report.
Good afternoon again. This is the finance report.
I'm sorry, we had a lot of minutes. I'm trying to get to it.
For the month ending February 28th, 2020.
Let's do that. Okay.
And the total operating revenue for Trent Court was $210,437.58. And for New Bern Towers, $163,253.21. Go down to total operating expense. For Trent Court, $157,567.57. For CHI business activity, $5,086.17. For the Ross Grant, $12,124.88. And for New Bern Towers, $90,474.95. We've got the new grant for $600,511, which makes the Trent Court total net income $653,308.01. For CHI business activity, negative $5,086.17. For the Ross Grant, minus $12,224.88. And for New Bern Tower, $73,778.26.
I would ask Tiffany, as a general question, forecasting, do you see reasonable indexing of upwards in the revenue streams for all the different categories? Is there any revenue source that's going to be cut back or anything or increased? What do you think will be a year from now?
I'm hoping that, we're working really hard to increase our leasing rate. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to bring in more income for the rent. Our capital fund grant did increase, and when we get to the point, we can draw that down, but I don't really see any further expenses or any income streams that we would have that would be major coming in.
Okay.
Just because there were some board members not present in our finance meeting, there is a correction. Is that agreed? The 2,400, the rent,
yes,
we didn't pick up. So we need, for the record, these totals that you gave would be incorrect then by the $2,400, correct?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if we vote to adopt the budget, but it needs to be changed by $2,400 because it wasn't picked up. So I would make that clarification to the finance report. I'd also like it if we could get a month to date. I think all board members might like to see what it cost us month to date so we can find out what we're getting. Again, I tried to back into the numbers and it was difficult for me to understand how much it cost each month and what we're spending. So if we do see a blip someplace, we can ask the question of why are we spending this? Some of the bills do come in differently. I understand sometimes we pay it all at once or we pay it over so many months, and that would be my request.
I know that we had mentioned earlier, we're asking about the towers, the cable.
Oh, yes.
They do the cable. Are y'all looking into a different provider that could provide that service at a much cheaper price with a much higher gigabyte versus, speed, things like that? Or are y'all looking into that at this time?
Not at this time, we're not.
I don't have any other questions.
I believe that is under contract, so it may not be something that we could switch right away.
Well, it depends on what the savings is. It might be worth a fine or penalty if you save enough money.
That's a big switch for a lot of people.
Well, no, but we're paying, that's not ours, that's not that with the count, we're paying 43 since the 2 months.
It's very
$4,300.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious.
very expensive, but I'm just saying that's a big,
Is that cable or is that?
It's cable, it's cable.
Cable.
it's a lot in that.
106 units.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Just basic, no.
Right.
Right.
And this, I'm sorry, I wasn't here. This $2,400 that you're speaking of, where was
It's
that?
office expense right down under expenses. If you look down under unemployment benefits, it says rent expense. And it said 2,400 when I looked.
Which one is that under Trent Court?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry, under Trent Court. Yes, ma'am. And when I had looked at the previous month's financial statement, I saw the same amount, and this is supposed to be a combined report. So I asked the question, is this the monthly? And they said, yes. So it should be 4,800 on that line item rather than 2,800 and then 24.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I'm just.
Entertain a motion to approve the finance report with the corrections be noted.
So moved.
Second.
Any further question or comments? All in favor of approving the minutes as published with corrections, I'm not the minutes, but finance report with the corrections, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Finance report has been approved. At this time, we will have the executive director's report.
Thank you. We have been working with Laurel Street, who was selected as our development partner for Trent Court. And we recently received the memorandum of agreement with them. And I want to share it with you all today. It's currently being reviewed by legal counsel and by our development consultant, but I want you all to have it so that you can provide any of your comments or changes. I'm not sure if it got around the table right now. Okay, and I want you all to be able to review it and provide any additional comments or any clarification to the agreement that you'd like, and then we can in turn get it back to Laurel Street to review so that we can finalize the agreement. I'm hoping that we can have that done so that we can bring it to you at the next month's meeting and get your approval so that we can move forward with our work with Laurel Street. So anytime you like to send that back, you can, send it back by email or just drop it back off with any of your written comments added to it. Okay. And for those that are on Zoom, I'm gonna get that to you tomorrow.
Is it possible to send this to us electronically? So if there are corrections, we could send them to you?
You can, yeah, if you can do it that way, whatever's easier. I know a lot of you all like printed paper. I can,
it's just, it might be easier to send you back the comments for the corrections.
Yeah, however you would like to do it. So, and then again, I just really got it back today and I wanted to make sure I shared it. And then the next thing, as far as the FEMA grant, we've been putting together extension letters with timelines on when we see that we're going to be able to have different things done as far as when we're going to be able to have our development consultant work and things done so that we could give them a timeline. So once we submit those extensions to them with that at that time, we should hope to hear. They're still reviewing things right now. And my next meeting with the FEMA consultant and members of FEMA will be this week. So at our last meeting, they just told us that they were still in review. So I'm hoping that they've made some progress to give us something so that I can update you all on that next month. And the last thing that I have for the meeting in April, I'll be on via Zoom because I will be at an executive director's meeting. So I won't be present in the room, but I'll be via Zoom.
Did you update us on what's going on between the vacant apartments and Lawson Creek?
That's city work being done by the city.
Anything
They
in
just-
particular?
They just let us know they would be out there. So that's not anything that we're doing. That's city work.
Vacant apartments in Lawson Creek.
No, the Fred Court.
Oh,
You know what it is, Rick? I think they're replacing an electric or they're upgrading that
Yeah,
electric.
they had a lot of.
Contractor is upgrading the water line back in there.
Yeah, I knew it had something to do with Jordan. I remember Jordan came before us last year on something they were trying to get done. Had to get all those permissions. Took forever to get. I think that's what it is. Not sure though.
No?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Askew. The towers, New Bern Towers. Minor. No, Ms. Simmons, Ms. Simmons. You did it last time. You did it. You did it last time.
Yes.
And just to note real quick, I'm sorry, Ms. Simmons, we changed some months and dates on there since I sent the report out. So it has.
I was gonna say it needs.
Yeah, it has
not March.
and it has February, and then also like on Ms. Minor's report too, we changed some months on there.
Good afternoon. The total units we have is, of course, it's 106. Unit occupied is 97. We have 9 vacancies. It is in February, we had 9 vacancies. And occupancy rate is 92%. We had 1 move in, 0 move outs, 17 in process, and 6 approved. Tenant charge is $29,762.15. Received $31,680.15. Monthly unpaid $1,918. My rate is 94%. Year to date, unpaid balance $1,063. Pending terminations was 2. Criminal activity 0. Other 0. Outstanding requests 1. And the work orders received requests is 32 total. Completed 31. Pending 0 repairs. Pending part 1. Police report none.
We didn't get the report this month. The police department reported they was having issues pulling the towers report. However, he was able to get the Trent report over the weekend, and so Ms. Minor has the number on that.
And 0 fire reports. That's New Bern Towers.
Can I ask a question, Tasha? On the non-payment, so if the non-payment end up that you do terminate them and evict them, does that show as a move out on yours, or is that?
It would.
It would show out as a move up. I didn't know if you handled that differently.
Yes, it would.
Thank you.
As far as any future capital improvements or anything, are we good on the water heater system now? So that functioning.
Because we did a repair, so they're doing pretty good with the water heater. Sometimes not like it was.
Yeah, like the boiler.
Yeah, we don't. No, we don't have that problem. It was really
Thank God.
It was bad.
It was.
And Mr. Jones, he's keeping up with it, making sure it's getting serviced and all of that. So.
And we going with the vacancies. I just want to let y'all know. They hear this the next time.
We see.
Thumbs up.
Any questions or any more comments, Ms. Simmons? Next we have print court, Ms. Minor.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
We have 110 units, 104 is occupied. We have 6 vacancies. The occupancy rate is 95%. We have 5 move-ins, 1 move-out, 10 in process, 11 approved.
Tenants accounts receivable charge was $29,203. Received was $27,700.34. Month unpaid was 1502.66. Tar rate 95%. Year-to-date unpaid balance was $13,517. Pending terminations for non-pay is 13, which 11 of those were going to court, but 3 paid, so I only have 8 going tomorrow. So 3 has paid out of the 11. Work orders, outstanding requests was 2. We had 29 received, 27 completed, and 2 pending repair. For the police report was 14, 2 were assist with other agencies, and 0 fire report.
Ms. Pam, go ahead. You were going to ask that question.
Question on the pending repair. Is that just waiting to get to it? I see because it's not waiting on parts.
Hold on, I can tell you exactly what they are. Okay. The ceiling, so they probably waiting for a contractor to come and repair the ceiling. I went on because I'm just in case y'all asked.
Okay.
So that's basically
for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they're out there working today on the ceiling. When I went out today, they were Mr. Grimes was out in that unit working on that ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Pam, you said it shows on the screen and on my paper the unpaid balance was $25,258, and you said 13,000. Did you just have that? And the same thing for non-payment, it showed 16. You said 13. I just want to make sure so under year-to-date unpaid balance.
Year-to-date $13,517.
Okay, but of here is 25,258. So that's what I'm at. I was just getting some clarification on that.
Okay, so the unpaid, that total. Okay.
Is that for the current residents?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the current and move out.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what that is. That's with both.
Yeah.
The 13,517 is
the current
unpaid non-payment residents.
But what we wanted to report on this report is both the current and the.
So 25 is correct. The amount, right. Yes. And on the non-payment, you said 13, but it says 16. So what's the correct number?
It's 13 on, I think she said 13 because they're the ones that she's taking to court.
Okay.
She didn't file the eviction on all 16 yet.
No.
Okay.
She just filed it on the 13th.
So that number should be 13 then, just to clarify.
Well, it's 16 non-paid. We just haven't taken the other 3 to court yet. Like she only filed evictions on 13 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we usually do the higher balances first. And so like if you have somebody like around 100 or whatever, like, I mean, they could pay that easily. Yeah. So we just try to wait on those. But the ones that are really high, we need to go ahead and file eviction.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. This time we have a Ross program report from Ms. Huggins.
And I'm freezing. I was rushing. Okay, so still have 58 participants, 46 non-participants, and there's 104 occupancies. Case management is going well, self-improvement and awareness. I'm still giving information to the residents and monitoring their progress. For Craven Community College, they still have the Leadership Academy Phase 1 and Phase 2. It's continuous, but they have also incorporated the Job Readiness Boot Camp with that. For partnership resource opportunities, I have a new resource connection, which is called Faith Connection. They provide financial assistance and community support for justice and non-justice involved residents. For the HUD required evidence-based needs assessments, there's for 65 and older, there's 5 currently. So far, I don't have anyone that's listed with any risk falls or loneliness. And for disability, there's 11 now. Personal care aides, there's 3. Transportation is current. Health and wellness is up to date. There's 1 that I've added, great place to start, behavioral health. Child care, there's no waiting list, and there's 38 potential residents that need that service. Activities, there are free after school programs through the Life Learning Center. We have swimming lessons through the New Bern Aquatic Center. The registration was the 17th. Also, New Bern Housing Authority is providing 8 sessions for 4 of the residents that have children. And we have an Earth Day project contest that will be judged on May 12th. Oh, and home ownership class for Habitat for Humanity was held on February the 4th.
Would any of you like to be judges for the Earth Day project? Somebody?
I'm happy to do it. What do you have to do? Just, are they write a paper?
Well, no, it's not an essay. We haven't got to that one yet, but that we're going to do an essay. But I've provided seeds for the children from 8 to 15 years of age, and they've got seeds and they're growing the actual plants for the Earth Day project, which will be integrated for like Mother's Day, because it'll be around about that time. So that's what we'll do, and just judge the best effort put forward.
The biggest
and the biggest plans. And
happy if I can probably round up, a couple people or whatever.
And there's gift cards.
Better if we could get a few people rather than just one.
Right, and there's gift cards to give for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place.
Nice. How about if I contact you and try to arrange it and just tell me when, and I can get it. I'll help you pull that together. Okay.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So that concludes my report. Any questions?
Thank you.
Great. I'm sorry. Thank you.
You had time with them. Okay.
Actually work, but no. I apologize. That's my
time to go home, alarm.
Right.
There's no resolutions?
No, sir.
Resolutions. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to go into closed session.
So noted.
What are we going in closed session for?
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll discuss personnel matter.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry. All in favor of going? Yeah, we did. Yeah. All in favor of going into a closed session, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right. It's been approved. We're going to closed session. Thank you all.
Okay. I have a good night.
I will. I think I put him in the waiting room, so he'll be there. I'll come back.
You want him in the waiting room?
Stop.